Hi guys, postman's bin. Just one little package. It's come from the Solomon Islands. That's interesting. I assume that's Chinese and it probably tells me exactly what it is. 14mm, 10 pieces. It should be little glass reed switches or reed relays. I think reed switches is probably the right term, I don't know. I've no doubt somebody will tell me. This is for a bit more pulse motor building. Yep, I'm right. Use a magnet to operate them. I used to try and salvage them or scavenge them out of little security switches, but this is only 99p for 10 of them anyway, so it's cheaper to buy them online. I've been upstairs and dug out that manually pulsed pulse motor that I set up the other day, where I've got a little switch on a battery box here, got some magnets on a lid and a coil of wire that when we press the button it sends magnetism or sends current through the coil. That creates a magnetic field that repels the magnets. Now there's a slight change. On the original I had 6 magnets around the edge. I've moved them so I've just got 3. That gives me a wider space between each pulse. I've also had to change it for a 9V battery because I wasn't getting enough power out of the 3 little AA's. So I've got one of those reeds just here, so that should close the circuit when the magnet is on top of it, and by closing the circuit when the magnet's on top of it, that sends current through the coil, so it should repel that magnet, so that's why it's right on the edge of it, to push it away. And then as soon as it's moved round a bit, that switch should open again, which should allow that magnet to come on top. The next one then lines up with the switch and that closes the circuit again, so that one has moved around to there and it's then repelled. To get it working well, you've got to get the position of that just right, so the timing is just right. So we'll give it a try. If I connect that on there, you see we get a little pulse and it's oscillating. I need to give it a little bit of a push to get it going. And rather than push it with my fingers, I'm going to blow on it. Not quite going. Oh, the reason it's not quite going is that fell off again. Didn't connect. Let's try that again. Now you can see it wants to go. So there we go, a very basic pulse motor using just a reed switch to turn the circuit on and off, a battery and a coil. It's only just working, but it is working. In fact, it's going so slowly you can see each individual pulse. I'll tidy it up and do something a bit better, but that just gets the general principle working. Yeah, you see it's not quite right. of help again. There. That'll do for a general principle, but now I've got my little reed switches, I can do something a little bit better. Yeah, I've obviously got that out of alignment now. You have to be very careful with these little glass reed switches because it's very easy to break them. That'll do for now. I've just got a bent paper clip there. You really would do a lot better with a nice needle or something. If you look at that, you'll see it's not very straight, so the balance isn't good. Have a look at Lid Motor on his channel. These are beautiful. There's lots of other people do them, but I just happen to like Lid Motors. I don't think any of his are as slow as this. I was just going to put this away. I've popped the 3 AAA batteries back in the battery box. And it wants to play, doesn't it? In fact, I did this just now and it oscillated enough to get itself going, self-starting. So this is just 4.5 volts. I think that'll do. It's showing the principle. You can see the way it's pulsing. It slows right down again and it just gets the pulse at the right time, and away it goes. I just thought I'd show that because I was going to put it away, and having used the 9-volt battery for the main video, I thought I'd show it is working off 4.5. I keep saying lid motor, he does his off sort of 1.2 volts and milliamps to power it. It's got itself going well there, hasn't it?